times the RPM with the same number or less shots. So, oh my gosh, that was crazy. So hello gamers and welcome back to another video. So DMRs are one of the weirdest classes in Phantom Forces because they are pretty underrated. They are very, very good guns. And I recommend you watch this video until the end to understand why these guns are so good and which ones are the best. 1,000 likes and I'll make another video. And now we're going to be doing secondaries next. So comment which category, pistols, machine pistols, revolvers, or other I should do first. Like I said, 1,000 likes for another part, but let's get into it. Now for our number 5 spot, we have the Scar SSR. Now the Scar SSR is a pretty interesting gun because it's not really as much of a DMR as the normal DMRs are. However, it is really good. This is kind of like a mixture between a sniper rifle and a DMR because it does crazy damage, but it doesn't fire that fast and it doesn't have a very large magazine. This is basically like a 50 cal for DMRs because it has crazy range, crazy damage, but it doesn't fire as quickly. It has more recoil and a smaller magazine, but that still makes it really good. It has 220 RPM, which isn't the greatest, of course. It can fire pretty quickly, but the main thing it has here is crazy damage. It used to have a way better torso multi, but it can still 2-hit kill basically to the body at any range, although sometimes it won't 2-hit kill if you hit 2 limb shots, so 2 foot shots or arm shots, and it won't kill with 2 shots, but other than that you should be fine. But it can also one-shot kill to the head to about 150 or so studs, which basically means if you hit your headshots in medium to somewhat long range, it will be a one-hit kill, which is super good, of course. But the greatest thing about it is probably the fact that it has pretty good recoil recovery speed, so even though it kicks up quite a bit, it comes down pretty quickly, as you can see. It also has 3,000 velocity, which means the bullets are basically hit scan, as you can see. So if you land your 2 shots with this or your 1 shot, this is one of the best guns in the entire game. It kind of struggles in close range because, yeah, a lot of the DMRs are already going to be a 2-hit kill, but they're going to fire a lot faster. It only has 10 bullets and quite a bit of kick, which can make it kind of annoying because, yeah, it recenters pretty quickly and is actually extremely accurate. But target acquisition on this one is kind of annoying. That's one of the biggest things about DMRs, is that they kind of just fire slow enough a lot of the time that it's not going to be a big deal if they have high recoil, but target acquisition is the problem. The gun kicks up and then you don't know where the guy is that you were shooting at. Although depending on the setup you run on this gun, shouldn't be that big of a problem, which is pretty cool. Overall, a great gun. This could go number 1, but I'm not going to give it number 1 simply because it's a little bit too slow for a DMR and it doesn't really have a lot of CQC potential. In close range, this is going to be terrible. A lot of DMRs can function close, medium, long range all together, which makes them more versatile. That's kind of what you want as a designated marksman. But next up, we have the Mark 11. The Mark 11 has the 500 Phantom conversion for close range. That does allow it to 1-hit kill to the torso in close range to 65 studs, which is super good. That's farther than the AWS, but it also has 275 RPM, which is higher than the Scar SSR, but it can one-shot kill to the body, which is great. Of course, this has terrible drop, and it's not really a conventional DMR. This conversion is amazing, and I do recommend it, but I'm also going to talk about the default ammo. The default ammo Mark 11 is amazing. It has 2,800 velocity, very good velocity, good pen, and most importantly, it has amazing damage because it's a 3-hit kill anywhere, all ranges. It's also able to 2-hit kill head, all ranges, or kill with 1 torso shot and 1 headshot, all ranges. So hit them in the center of the body and then the head, and it will be a 2-hit kill regardless of range. 10 billion studs away, still going to be a 2-hit kill, which is great. In close range, it can be a 2-hit kill, but it has to be 2 torsos, and as you can see, that was a 2-hit kill all ranges that I just hit. Or of course, with headshots, it can 2-hit kill up close, but if you hit any limb shots, it's not going to be a 2-hit in close range, which is kind of annoying. The other downside of this is the RPM is only 330, and you really have to understand the RPM to fire it really quickly. But if you get like a 250 BPM metronome, look that up on YouTube and fire the gun at that speed, you will be able to play really well because you can't use an auto clicker with this. If you click too fast, the gun slows down, and if you fire too slowly, the gun isn't that effective. So you have to be kind of in the middle and understand the RPM that you can use it to be super accurate. But actually, the gun is basically perfectly accurate at its maximum RPM. It has a lot of camera kick to it, but it's actually the craziest recentering speed you've ever seen in your entire life. This gun comes down extremely quickly, and as you can see, it does not matter. It has perfect accuracy, which makes it amazing. Super high velocity, great hits to kill. This gun is amazing. Probably could go number 1 as well. The only reason I'm not giving it number 1 is because I don't think it has the ease of use or the CQC performance that I would like. I love the gun. It's a great gun, and that's why it's going in the top 5, but I do feel like it kind of struggles in close range because you have to hit 2 torso shots to be a 2-hit kill, and if you don't 2-hit kill, this gun is kind of trash up close. Like, you can get kills, but 3 shots at 300 RPM is not that good when somebody with an AK can 3-shot you at double that RPM, or somebody with like a PDW could kill you at 3 times the RPM with the same number or less shots. So oh my gosh, that was crazy. The gun is going to be overall better without the conversion, of course, but the conversion cannot be overstated. That thing is amazing. But of course, the default gun is going to be the all-range master of killing. Then we have the VSS, and of course, this has the extremely broken, probably best DMR conversion in the entire game, but I won't talk about that one too much because it's basically an assault rifle, so I'm not really gonna go over that one too much, but it definitely does factor into how good this gun is. If you want to know more about that, I do have a sweaty gun in every category. Those couple of videos from very recently kind of go over what this does with that conversion, but the default gun is going to be a really effective 2 to 3 hit kill at any range. It used to do more damage, but it used to have way higher recoil. It does have an automatic mode, which is kind of interesting, but if you're not running 7.62, the auto mode that you can switch to is really bad. However, the semi-automatic is amazing because super accurate, super high damage, kind of bad velocity, but if you can tap people down, this thing is going to be amazing. It does 46 to the limbs, which is like, oh, it can be a 3 hit kill, right? However, it has a 1.4. It does 40% more damage to the torso. That is most guns' headshot multiplier. So this is doing headshot damage to the torso and even more damage to the head, making this a very easy 2-hit kill up close, but also like it's still pretty freaking fast. So it doesn't really matter that it's going to be a 3-hit kill sometimes. Just 435 RPM is of course still really quick. That plus the 7.62 conversion makes this gun really freaking good, you know? But now we are on to the number 2 spot, which is actually the SL8. This has a bunch of ways to run the gun. So first off, we have the default ammo, which says 38 to 28 with a little bit of torso multi. So it's going to be a 3-hit kill, 2-hit kill head, down to a 4-hit kill all ranges, which is like, oh, 4-hit kill, right? But it has a 30-round magazine and 650 RPM with virtually no recoil. This gun is super accurate. It has quite a bit of camera recoil to it. To run Coyote Sight if you kind of have trouble with that, because yeah, with Coyote Sight, it feels super accurate. But with the Malcolm 3 times, this gun is amazing because you can spam people down, 4-hit kill all ranges, but this is really not the good way to run the gun, in my opinion. It does fire really freaking fast if you can get the RPM down, because you got to keep in mind this has the same RPM as the AK-74 and a Type 20. Like, this has amazing RPM, you know? However, it has two things. First off, 300 Whisper, which will lower your RPM, your capacity to 10, and increase your recoil. However, this conversion is a very interesting kind of Mark 11, except a little bit different because it has greater rate of fire, doesn't one-shot kill torso, but it has lower recoil, faster rate of fire, and a little bit more velocity, and it can still one-shot kill head all ranges. If you think the KAC SRR is cool, this is literally that, but better, because yeah, one-shot kill head, but it has 10 rounds, a faster reload time, even though it's got 10 rounds, and of course, a nice 2.8 times headshot multiplier, and a really good torso multi as well of 1.35. So basically 180 extra % damage to the head. So it's going to be a 1-hit kill all ranges, 2-hit kill up close with still really good RPM. And if you can hit your heads, this thing is amazing. Marksman barrel will lower your RPM, but gives you extra headshot and torso multiplier, better velocity, better pen, and better ranges by quite a bit. On default ammo, this will lower your RPM down to 390, which is still really good. However, the main thing about this is that it gives you crazy multipliers, because now your headshot damage is going up to 66.5, which is, you know, up there with like the Mark 11. Still going to be a 49 damage headshot all ranges. So basically can 2-hit kill head up to 198 studs. So before 200 studs, a 2-hit kill head, as well as 36 damage to the torso, which means this is a 3-hit kill torso, almost 2-hit kill head at any range. Not only that, but you can kill with 1 headshot and 1 body shot up to over 100 studs as well. This is the ultimate DMR here when it comes to long range performance, and if you can hit your proper shots to proper places on the body, this is going to be an amazing gun. It does take a little bit of accuracy to it, but with 3,200 velocity, this is going to be an absolute laser beam. This velocity is faster than most of the sniper rifles in the game, faster than a 50 cal velocity, and yeah, you can definitely tell because this gun does not miss. You get 30 rounds, and overall, this is going to be the best DMR in the entire game. I say overall because yeah, it's the overall best one. However, there is one that I think is a little bit better for my personal preference. You can definitely disagree because I think the SLA, the Marksman barrel, is extremely freaking good. Great pen, great multis. There's really nothing bad about this gun. The damage is still good. A lot of people do not like the SLA. Understand for the default ammo because you have to fire the default SL8 really quickly to actually make it good. However, this one on the other hand is just like shoot and you're good. Low rank as well, pre-buy Marksman barrel if you want to use the gun because it'll just make the gun better. At the number 1 spot, we have my favorite DMR, almost my highest skill one. I think I have more on the SKS, but it's the SA58 SPR. The SA58 has great velocity, pretty good recoil, not amazing recoil, but amazing headshot damage, great RPM, as you can see. Second fastest firing DMR in the game, I believe. This thing can 2-hit kill to the body up close, right? And the craziest thing is the headshot multi is 2.1 times, which allows it to 1-hit kill to the head in close range up to 50 studs. Pretty good range considering the RPM, because this can fire really quickly, but you can actually land the 1 tap. And that makes this gun really interesting and really fun to use. It is not the best DMR all ranges in my opinion, but it still can actually 2-hit kill head at any range, which makes it pretty good for headshot tapping over range, but in close range, this thing is probably the best DMR and one of the best guns in the entire game. It can 3-hit kill to almost almost 200 studs as well. It's going to be a 4-hit kill all ranges, which is kind of unfortunate, but you can pull some really, really good damage all ranges with this gun. Close range, it is great. It is probably the most versatile gun in the entire game, in my opinion, because yeah, the SL9 is not that good in close range. This gun is great in close range. You can hit fire people down. It fires quickly. It can be a 2-hit kill, a 1-hit kill. It doesn't even matter if you don't hit the headshot, because yeah, it's still gonna have 500 RPM, which is really good, you know? Faster TTK to the body to like the M3A1, and of course faster time to kill than any assault rifle in the game, because none of them can one-shot. So yeah, overall, my favorite designated marksman rifle in the entire game. Let me know what you guys think about this list in the comments. Comment your favorite DMR down below. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. Have a nice day.